Welcome, Tiger fans, to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM, WKWX. We are at the Savannah City Park. USJ is in town to take on our Hardin County Tigers as they take them on here on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Sun's out, a lot different day than yesterday, Clark.
It sure is. It's a great day. Anybody wants to watch baseball tonight, it's a good night for it.
Well, you know, had a lot of rain last night. They've done an outstanding job to get this field ready. I knew the infield would be ready. I'm not so sure about the outfield. We may have some wet spots out there, but the sun has been out all day long, so it should be pretty good turf for both teams out in the outfield and here in the infield. The last time these two teams met was over in Jackson, Tennessee in the Tomahawk Classic. The Tigers rallied late in the 6th and 7th inning as USJ took a 3-0 lead into the 6th with 2 outs. Finally got some bats going, got a key hit by Hayden Blunt, and the Tigers went on to win it 4-3 against a really good team. But been on the road first of the week in Memphis, Tennessee, got a pair of wins over there.
Sure, Tigers playing very well. We've had outstanding pitching so far, and I look for a good game. I think this is the best team we've played so far.
Well, it'll be Seth Garner, his first start tonight. He's been injured, had a little bit of a sore arm, and they haven't used him at all. And it's time, I guess, to put him in the game and see what he can do. He is on a pitch count tonight. I think you told me about 50 pitches tonight is all they're going to give him.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Seth, one of the most outstanding pitchers in my lifetime here, and it's going to be a joy to watch him.
Yeah. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for both teams. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, let's take a look at the lineups for USJ. Leading off, playing shortstop will be Tabor. Stamper will be batting second at first base. Walker catching, batting third. Jones in right field, batting fourth. Pettigrew in left field, batting fifth. Batting sixth, the catcher Morris. Batting seventh, the second baseman Moore. Pitching tonight will be Barksdale. And batting ninth will be Coy, the center fielder. For your Hardin County Tigers, leading off will be Jace Littlefield in center field. Jared Martin batting second and catching. That'll be Cooper Clapp at shortstop. Seth Garner pitching. Hayden Blunt will be your DH tonight. Willoughby Davis will be playing third base. Duke Samples will be at second base. Kyle Lambert right field. And Brent Pikes in left field. Playing center field and not hitting will be Tummins for the Tigers. So, hit the ball pretty well. We've got some pretty good pitching. We've got some timely defense. I'm looking for an outstanding game. Another big matchup for this young season as these two teams got together. In your opinion, us talking about it, you think this is the best team we played?
I think so. I mean, they're well coached, they're well disciplined. Their pitching was really good the first time. I think that's the game. Cooper went out and threw 86 pitches, 60 strikes, and didn't walk a batter. And we played a great game and come back and won it. So this is a really good ball club.
All right, we'll take a timeout. The national anthem is fixing to be played. The starting lineups have been announced. So we'll be back for the first pitch. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Steve Cornell along with Clark Jones bringing you all the action from the Savannah City Park on an outstanding evening for baseball. It's been a sunny day, not too cool, with temperatures in the 70s. A beautiful day for baseball, good crowd on hand by both teams. On this Friday afternoon, Garner will face Tabor, Stamper, and Walker. First pitch on the way is a strike. No balls and a strike. Pitch on the way, ground ball hit toward Clapp. Comes in, scoops it up, throws over, and not in time.
Yeah, it's a tough break. He just hit a little roller second. Coop got there, but kid got good speed, so just beat it a step. So. Tough play.
Tabor with an infield hit, and that'll bring up Stamper, the first baseman. So one of them, nobody out. Here in the top of the first inning, just getting started here. Hardin County and USJ. There's a quick throw over, not in time.
Chase Littlefield at first night, first time we've seen him there.
Garner from the stretch takes a couple of looks, comes to the plate, swing and a miss, strike one.
Yeah, Garner's going to feature a mid-80s fastball, good curveball, good change. He's got 3 pitches, and he'll throw them at any time.
Tabor with a lead at first. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way down the dirt, and it evens the count up at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Stamper, the hitter, the first baseman. Tabor at first. He reached on an infield hit. Wind up pitch on the way outside, ball 2. This is Seth's first outing of this season. So he'll have to get a good feel of it. A good quick throw over to first, not in time. Garner from the stretch. Tabor with a lead at first. Here comes a pitch on the way. There's a shot hit into the gap in right center, and it's going to be up against the wall. Tabor rounds third. He's coming to the plate. There'll be no play, and it's 1-0 USJ.
Just that quick, he hit that ball solid right in the gap. And like I said, the leadoff hitter got great speed, and he scores from first on a ball in the gap. So tough start for us, but a lot of baseball to play.
Stamper ends up at second with a stand-up double, and USJ leads it 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Nobody out, runner at second, and that'll bring up the catcher Walker, right-handed hitter, against the right-handed Seth Garner. Garner from the stretch comes to the plate. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 1.
Good pitch here right on the black.
No balls, and a strike to Walker. Garner taking a long look in, now goes into his stretch. Comes to the plate, breaking ball just up high.
There's a big overhand curveball, just left it up, Steve. Just left it up a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner at second base. Here's a 1-1 to Walker. Fastball hit down the right field line, out of play. And the count goes to 1-2 now on the catcher Walker. Stamper at second base. He had a double, an RBI double. It scored Tabor. He got on with an infield hit to start the game. Here's a 1-2 by Garner. Fastball hit down the first base line. It's going to go foul. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Garner, the big right-hander, goes into his stretch. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss out of breaking ball, and that'll do it for Walker, and that's the first out.
Good curveball by Seth.
So 1 out, still 1 on. And that'll bring up Jones, a right fielder. First pitch to him, good fastball on the outside corner, strike one. Gardner takes a look at second. Here comes the 0-1, swing and a miss.
There's a good fastball there, Steve. That looks like Garner there. Ball got good movement down and in. That's a great pitch.
So no balls, 2 strikes to Jones. Stamper at second, 1 out. USJ off to a 1-0 lead here in their half of the first. Garner takes a couple of looks at second, now comes to the plate, way outside, gets by our catcher, Martin, and goes back to the fence, and Stamper ends up at third base. So a runner at third, 1 out.
That'd be a wild pitch. He just jerked that ball out of the box over there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Garner from the stretch. Here comes the pitch on the way. Breaking ball, got him looking.
Got a good breaking ball tonight. All right, we'll clean this up right here and get out of here and get something going.
So 2 down now, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Pettigrew. Another right-handed hitter. Stamper, the runner at third. He had a stand-up double. Wind up pitch on the way. Good fastball, a little low. Ball 1.
We need that pitch.
1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, 1 on. Runner at third. Wind up pitch on the way, a little low. And the count goes to 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Garner from the stretch. Here's a 2-0. Hit up high in the air and out of play down the right field line. That'll be strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Pettigrew. Tabor led it off with an infield hit, and then Stamper hit one in the right center gap that scored him. That's where we are. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss.
Right by him, threw it right by him. Good pitch. Good velo right there on that pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Stamper at third base. Garner from the stretch. Here comes a 2-2. Breaking ball. He lays off that one. Count goes full. 3-2. Seth from the stretch. Comes to the plate. Hit on the ground towards short. Gets a big hop. Scoops it up. Over to first for the out. And that'll do it for the Bruins. But they get a run on 1 hit. And after a half inning, they lead it 1-0. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to the Savannah City Park It's USJ and Hardin County in action out here at the ballpark in a non-district matchup. These two teams met back in week 1. Hardin County won 4-3 over in Jackson. The Bruins lead it 1-0 here. It'll be Littlefield, Martin, and Clapp to face Birchdale here in the first. Here's the first pitch on the way. Fastball hits him in the arm.
All right. Good start. Jace took that on the shoulder.
So one pitch, Littlefield will go down to first, and that'll bring up Martin, the catcher.
Up next for the Tigers, catcher number 21, Jarrett Martin.
So Martin will come to the plate. With a runner at first and nobody out, Barksdale from the stretch. Littlefield with good speed at first. Here's a wind-up pitch on the way, and he'll hit Martin.
Okay. Wouldn't have thought when you started like that, but I kind of like it, Steve.
Yeah, but get a couple of more of those, we'll be tied up.
Shortstop number 11.
So 2 pitches, 2 hit batters. And that'll bring up Cooper Clapp, the shortstop. So runners at first and second, nobody out.
Coop's 3 for 3 against MUS in Memphis. So they had 3 doubles, so he's swinging a hot bat right now.
Birchdale from the stretch comes to the plate. Fastball down and away, ball 1. So an unusual start to the game. They started with an infield hit, then they get a double. Now we get 2 runners on 2 pitches in our half of the first. And Clapp at the plate. Here's a 1-0 on the way. Outside. And the count goes to 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes on the shortstop Clapp.
Coop be looking for a pitching hit right here. He hit a grand slam in the Madison game.
Birchdale from the stretch. Here's a 2-0 outside, ball 3. He ain't thrown a strike yet.
No, I guess we'll have to take a strike right here, Steve. Of course, I think Cooper's got the green light, whatever, but the kid's thrown 5 balls in a row. So
3 balls, no strikes, 2 on. Here's a pitch on the way outside.
Right, here we go.
And he walks him on 4 pitches. So Littlefield will go to third. Martin moves up to second. Well, it's is it Phillips?
Phillips, number 1, right.
Yeah. Is a runner for Martin, and that'll bring up Garner, the cleanup hitter. Now Barksdale is going to get a visit from his coach. He's going to go out there and talk to him and settle him down just a bit. But you really don't see that a lot when you get your first 2 batters on by being hit by pitches and with 2 pitches.
Yeah, he's thrown 6 pitches and we ain't been close yet. So great opportunity. Garner swinging a great bat. I wish you'd been there tonight, Steve. He had a shot about 370 feet over there in Memphis the other night. So Seth swinging a really good bat right now. Got a good approach.
So Seth comes up with a chance to help his calls out. USJ 1, Hardin County nothing. Bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch is down in the dirt. Ball 1. Blunt is on deck, the DH. Tigers have something going here in their half of the first with the help of Birchdale. Birchdale from the stretch. Here's a 1-0. Up high.
Yeah, we got base loading. We haven't swung the bat yet, Steve.
2 balls, no strikes. Littlefield at third. Phillips at second. Clapp at first. Birchdale from the stretch. Here's a 2-0 inside. And the count goes 3-0. Ten pitches, 10 balls. Birchdale. The 3-0 on the way. All right. The 0 automatic strike on the 3-0.
All right, great pitch to hit, my man Garner.
3 balls, 1 strike now.
Looking for something over the middle, he can hit solid.
Burstdale from the stretch comes to the plate. There's a drive into left field. It's going to be down. 1 run will score. They'll hold the runner at third, and we're all tied at 1.
Just what I was thinking. He looking right in the middle, just stroked the ball left field. That's a good hitting by Seth again. Abram Wilkerson coming in to run for the pitcher.
So Phillips will stop at third. Clapp will be at second.
Designated hitter, number 6.
Phillips at third.
And who'd you say came in to
Wilkerson.
run? Wilkerson.
Abram Wilkerson.
Abram Wilkerson in to run for Garner at first. And that'll bring up Hayden Blunt, the DH. So Hayden will come up, nobody out. Wind up, pitch on the way, breaking ball. Strike 1.
Hayden been swinging the bat well too, Steve. He really has. Had a tough deal in the second game of the night. Had a loose umpire over there actually and gave Hayden a little trouble, but really showing a lot of leadership. Great senior player.
Wind up, pitch on the way. There's a drive to the third baseman. He comes to the plate for 1. So he hit it hard on the ground, got the big hop, got him out.
Yeah, forcing home.
At home plate, and that'll be 1 out. Clout will move to third.
Number 2, Willoughby Davis.
Wilkerson to second. And Blunt's at first base, and that'll bring up Willoughby Davis, the third baseman.
Willoughby was a bat good. He's done a great job. Had 3 hits the other night in the game.
1 out, base is still full. Birchdale, pitch on the way, outside by 1. Tigers have a great opportunity right here to open it up. Birchdale from the stretch. Here's a 1-0. Hit on the ground to the third baseman, steps on the bag, then over to first for the double. And just like that, they're out of it.
A tough break.
Tough break right there by the Tigers as Davis hits in the double play, and that'll do it for Hardin County, but they get a run on a hit. And after 1 complete, we're all tied at 1. We'll be back with more Hardin County baseball right after this. All right, welcome back to the Savannah City Park. Tigers get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 3 on base, and after 1 complete, we're all knotted up at 1. It'll be Morris, Moore, and Barksdale for the Bruins here in their half of the second inning as they'll face Garner. Here's the wind-up pitch on the way. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Another fastball hit towards short. Clout picks it up. Couple of hops. Throws over to first for the out.
Good start for the second.
So that'll bring up Moore, the second baseman. He'll come to the plate with 1 out, nobody on. wind up. Pitch on the way, hit out of play. So no balls and a strike. To Moore, nobody on. Here in the second, 1 out. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, swing and a miss. And the count goes to 0-2. Good location on that fastball. It's a tough pitch.
That 2-seamer riding in on him, that's a really good pitch, Steve.
Here's the 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. They'll throw it down to first for the out.
Matty, your favorite pitch there. Overhand curveball.
So that'll bring up Barksdale now. He'll come to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. You know, if I remember right, the bottom of their lineup over there really hurt us. And, well, the bottom of our lineup hurt them.
You bet.
First pitch on the way is a strike.
Tigers got good production out of the bottom of our lineup all year. They've done a great job.
Here's the 0-1. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate.
Seth settling in, looks like himself now.
No balls, 2 strikes. Barksdale, the pitcher, at the plate. Here's the windup. The 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball just misses a little high. And the count goes to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Barksdale, 2 out, nobody on here in the second. Here's a 1-2, breaking ball outside. And the count goes now even 2-2. Here's a 2-2. Fastball hit on the ground toward third, and it's going to be foul. So the count will stay 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and nobody on here in the second. Want to remind you in the morning, Sports Talk at 9 a.m. So be sure to tune in for that. We'll talk some Tiger baseball. Here's the 2-2. Hit out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the second. Here's a 2-2. Breaking ball hits him in the side of the head. And that's the 3rd hit batter in this game. We've had 2. And then just hit Barksdale. So he'll trot down to first. That'll bring up the center fielder, Coy. So 2 down, runner at first now. Wind up pitch on the way outside. Quick throw down, got him.
Got him.
Well, I think we got him. Now we got him. So a good quick throw down by Garner, and he got him leaning at first, Barksdale, and that'll do it for USJ. So after 1.5, still tied at 1. We'll be back right after this timeout. All right, welcome back to the Savannah City Park. Steve Cornell along with Clark Jones bringing you Hardin County baseball. It's Hardin County and USJ on this Friday afternoon, a beautiful Friday afternoon for baseball. Great crowd on hand. If you're out and about, want to see some good high school baseball, this is the place for you. So it'll be Samples, Lambert, and Pipes here in the second for the Tigers. They'll face Birchdale. They got out of a jam, a real big jam in the first. Lucky to get out with just giving up one run. First pitch on the way is a strike. No balls and a strike to the second baseman. Samples, here's the 0-1, driven down the left field line, hooking foul. It was out of here, but hooked foul.
Duke just a little in front of that. He's Duke's a great addition to the team. Just a freshman, plays every position infield, can play outfield. Just a talented young man we're going to get to watch for a good while.
Looked like one of your drives back in the day.
Yeah.
A little draw on it.
Looked pretty good.
Here's the 0-2 on the way. Swinging a miss at a fastball, and that'll do it for Samples. That'll bring up Lambert, the right fielder. So one out.
Right fielder,
nobody on.
Kyle Lambert.
So Kyle will come to the plate to see if he can get something started here in the second. We're all tied at 1. Here's a pitch on the way.
Kyle's another senior that's done a great job for us. He's got 2 wins pitching so far and has hit the ball well. Just one of the prettiest swings I've ever seen, Steve. He's fun to watch.
1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-0. Swinging a miss at an off-speed pitch and got him out front, and the count evens up at 1-1. Birchdale from the windup. Taking a look in now, goes into his windup. Pitch on the way, just misses. Try to get him chase another off-speed pitch, and Kyle wasn't having it. It's 2-1 now. Kyle, left-handed hitter. Good contact hitter. Here's a 2-1 up high, ball 3. So 3-1 now on Lambert. 1 out, nobody on. Pipes on deck. We're all tied at 1 here in the second. Here's a 3-1 delivery. Hit foul.
Just missed that right on that ball. Fouled it straight back.
And the count goes full now, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Lambert, the right fielder, the hitter. Birchdale trying to settle in here in the second. Had a rough go of it in the first. Here's the payoff pitch on the way. Up high, and he loses him.
Good plate discipline. That you never see Kyle swing anything off the plate. So Kyle will hustle down to first on the walk.
Number 26, Brenton Pipes.
Second walk given up by Birchdale here early in the game. That'll bring up Brenton Pipes.
Pipes is a good contact hitter also. You might see him put the runner in motion here, Steve, or something.
Birchdale from the stretch. Takes a couple of looks, comes to the plate, swinging a miss, strike 1. No balls. And a strike. 1 out, runner at first. Pipes the hitter, the left fielder. Here's the 0-1. Misses inside. The ball and a strike now to Pipes. Taking a long look down at his third base coach. Kyle with a pretty good lead at first. Birchdale from the stretch. Takes a look. Now comes to the plate. Breaking ball inside.
Good discipline by Pipes right there. Ball just inside.
2 balls, 1 strike now on Pipes. Birchdale goes into his stretch, takes a look at first, another look, now goes over, not in time. It was close, but not in time, so as they always say, you can get 1 more step.
Half step for Lambert. Lambert got quick feet, but not very good speed ahead.
Lambert with a lead. Comes to the plate. There's a ball hit out of play. And the count goes 2-2 on Pipes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Looking for a baseball. Now they get 1 in. We only must have a couple to play with tonight.
Yeah, we're in trouble with them.
Lambert with a lead at first, 1 out. He reached on a walk. Birchdale from the stretch. Now goes over again, not in time. Tigers will be in Lexington to take on the Lexington Tigers tomorrow, weather permitting. So it'll start raining later on tonight and into tomorrow, so we'll just have to see. Wind up, pitch on the way, up high, and the count goes full, 3-2. That's a 3 o'clock start over in Lexington tomorrow. We'll have the broadcast right here on 93.5 FM. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner at first. Birchdale from the stretch comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Here's a throw down to first, not in time. But he'll retire Pipes. So 2 down, 2 strikeouts in the inning. And back to the top of the lineup with Littlefield. He was hit with the first pitch of the game and scored on a hit by Garner. So Jace will come to the plate with a runner at first and 2 down. Birchdale from the stretch. Here's a pitch on the way. Called strike 1 right at the bell.
Big curveball, Steve.
No balls and a strike. Lambert the runner at first with 2 outs. We're all tied at 1 here in the second. Pitch on the way, another strike.
Another curveball.
No balls, 2 strikes now to Littlefield, our first baseman. Birchdale from the stretch. Lambert with a lead at first. Here's the 0-2 breaking ball hit in the hole. Shortstop goes over, can't get to it. Lambert will stop at second.
Base hit in the 6 hole. Good piece hitting with 2 strikes. Threw him another curveball. He just stayed with it.
So Littlefield gets on with a hit. Lambert has to stop at second. And that'll bring up Jared Martin, the catcher. He was hit with pitch number 2 of the game. So the Tigers have a runner at second in scoring position with 2 outs. We're tied at 1. Martin comes to the plate, big right-hander, to face Birchdale for the second time. He hadn't seen really a pitch yet. First pitch on the way, breaking ball outside.
Good job for the catcher blocking that ball. That ball was nearly out of the square.
One ball. On Martin. Birchdale from the stretch, taking his time. Takes a look at second. Takes another look. Now comes to the plate. There's a drive down the left field line out of play.
Just out in front of that pitch. He hit that ball a ton, but just Just didn't wait long enough, Steve. Jared's a great hitter. Big, ominous-looking guy up there, 6'3", 220. I mean, he's a hoss. Great catcher.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, 2 out. Martin trying to break this tie at 1. Here's a 1-1. Got him in on the hand, strike 2.
Good pitch.
Yeah, really good pitch there. Good placement.
Jared asked up. He thought it was inside.
So the count goes 1-2 now on Martin. Lambert at second. Littlefield at first. Barksdale. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing gets by the catcher. Here's the throw down in time for the out. And that'll do it for the Tigers. They get a hit, but no runs. They leave a couple on. And after 2 complete, we're tied at 1. We'll be back with more Hardin County Baseball right after this. Now we move to the third.
USJ center fielder, number 22, Andrew Coy.
It'll be Coy, then back to the top of the lineup with Tabor and Stamper. Coy was at the plate when Jerry threw the runner at first out to end the inning. Here's the first pitch on the way. Fastball down the dirt, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Coy, the center fielder. Here's a 1-0. Fastball hit right back at us. Evens the count up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Coy. Here's a 1-1. Fastball hit down the right field line. Lambert gives it a look, but it's going to fall out of play. So the count goes to 1-2 now. Seth from the windup. Big breaking ball, swing and a miss, and he got him. So Coy strikes out to start here in the third, and that'll bring up Tabor. He got an infield hit and scored on a run. So he'll come to the plate, the shortstop, with 1 out, nobody on. Garner from the windup, pitch on the way, squares to bunt it down to the third baseman, Davis. He has no play. Good bunt.
Great bunt.
Tabor's on again with an infield hit, so his second hit of the night, and he hadn't got it out of the grass yet. So that'll bring up Stamper. The first baseman, he had to stand up double his first time up, so he'll come up to face Garner with an out and a runner at first. We're all tied at 1 here in the third. Stamper taking a long look down there at his third base coach. Now he'll step into the box. Tabor with good speed at first. Garner from the stretch, quick throw over, not in time.
Yeah, he got great speed. He scored on that ball in the gap from first a while ago, Steve. He does run well.
Garner from the stretch, comes to the plate. There goes the runner. Here goes the throw down, and they got him.
So Martin, that a boy. Great throw. Pitch a little off the plate. Tough pitch to handle.
Yeah, it was a hard pitch to handle, actually. It was down and away from him. So Tabor tries to steal second. He's out, and that's the second out of the inning. There's a drive through the shortstop in the left field.
Got to be a hit.
And Stamper has his second hit. So Stamper's hit it hard twice.
16, Will Walker.
And that'll bring up Walker, the catcher. He'll come to the plate with a runner at first and 2 down. Gardner from the stretch comes to the plate. There's a drive in the gap, and it's going to get down up against the wall. Here comes Stamper around third. There'll be no play on him as we couldn't get the ball. Tummins couldn't get the ball out there in the gap, couldn't pick it up or something. I don't know what was going on. But anyway, Stamper comes to the plate, and they lead it 2-1.
Yeah, it was just a good piece of hitting. He hit the ball hard. 1 and 2 hitters for them can really run too, Steve.
So 2 outs, runner at second. Walker gets the RBI double, and that'll bring up Jones. He struck out looking his first time up. Wind up, pitch on the way, strike 1.
Good fastball.
No balls, 1 strike. Runner at second, 2 outs. Now Jones wants timeout. He'll back out. Here's the 0-1 on the way. Big breaking ball up. And the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Walker, the runner at second. Reached on a double. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Big fastball right there. That's right on the black. That's a great pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes now. 2 down. Here in the second, USJ on top, 2-1. Walker with the lead at second. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball hit on the ground. Garner fields it. Throws over to first for the out. And that'll do it for the Bruins, but they get a run on a couple of hits, and they lead it 2-1. We'll move to the bottom of the third when we return. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM.
Run on 3 hits.
All right, welcome back to Savannah City Park, home of your Hardin County Tigers. 2-1 our score, USJ on top. We got a good one going on. Good pitching matchup between two really good teams. Clapp, Garner, and Blunt here in the third for the Tigers. Cooper walked his first time up. First pitch on the way. Hit out of play.
Good cut. Yeah, he walked on 4 pitches first time, Steve. It's the first time Coop swung the bat.
No balls and a strike on Clapp. Barksdale working his third inning for USJ. Now he'll step off. Now Clapp back in the box. Here's the 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball. Hit
solid.
Down into right field. Going back, and gone.
Good swing.
And he got it up in the air, and I didn't know if it was going to drift on out, but when I seen the right fielder just go to the fence and he give up on it, that was the end of that as Clapp ties it back up for the Tigers with a big blast to right field right at the 325 mark.
Yeah, he made a great swing and got the ball down and in, and he just drove it out of here.
So that'll bring up Garner. He'll come to the plate. He walked his first time up, was forced out at third. So he'll come to the plate with nobody on, nobody out in a tie game at 2. First pitch on the way, breaking ball down on in the dirt, ball 1. Barksdale from the windup. Here's a 1-0 on the way. Just a little bit low, Mr. Ump says, and the count goes to 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's a 2-0. Fastball driven into the gap in left field. Left fielder going back. You can forget it. It's gone. Back to back. As he parked that one about the 340 mark.
Yeah, that ball was gone off the bat. He hit it solid.
So Clapp and Garner, they go back to back here in the third, and the Tigers take a 3-1 lead.
3-2.
Or excuse me, 3-2 lead. And that'll bring up the DH, Blunt, with nobody on, still nobody out. He got every bit of that one.
That's like a shot he hit. I was telling you about Memphis, same thing.
Designated hitter number 6, Hayden Blunt.
So that'll bring up Blunt. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time up in the first. Here's a pitch by Barksdale. There's a lazy fly ball hit in the gap. It's going to get down. So Blunt will have a single. So the third hit of the inning, and that'll bring up Willoughby Davis. Willoughby grounded out his first time up. We can get Willoughby to show his power here. Robbo has joined us back behind us. My football partner right there.
That's right.
Yeah, he retired on me. Left me high and dry. I got Kirk, that's right. I had to get Clark to do that too. Football too. Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see if we put something in motion here. We got a man Blunt on first.
3-2 to score. A couple of home runs here in the third.
Control.
Davis a hitter with no outs. First pitch up and in, ball 1. Samples on deck for Hardin County. Tigers have 5 hits so far. So we're working here in the third. There's a throw over, not in time. Tigers will be in action tomorrow, weather permitting, over in Lexington, Tennessee at 3 p.m. We'll have the action right here on 93.5 FM. I think just one game over there tomorrow.
That's correct. Hayden doing a good job bluffing over there and fooling around at first, but not a lot. He's a great player, but not a threat to go right here, I don't think.
Barksdale from the stretch, taking a long look over at first. Takes another. Now it comes to the plate. Willoughby squared the bunt, pulled it back, and it's called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what I'd be expecting Coach to do right there. Move that runner, get him scoring position, nobody out.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first, nobody out.
Third
Barksdale
baseman 2 steps on the grass.
comes to the plate, hits it right in the back. So that's the third hits batter, 4th in the game, 3rd by Barksdale.
That'll work. Willoughby will take that. He's a team player.
So Blunt will
Second baseman, number 20.
head to second. Davis at first, and Duke Samples will come to the plate. Struck out his first time up. Hit a foul home run, though. This hooked foul left of the left field foul pole out there. So he'll come to the plate with 2 on, nobody out. Barksdale in some trouble here in the 3rd. From the stretch, takes a look back, comes to the plate. Good breaking ball right at the knee, strike 1.
Third baseman even with the bag. First baseman on the grass.
Blunt at second, Davis at first. Here's the 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball up high. The count goes 1-1.
They'd be playing double play depth up the middle right here, Steve.
So Clapp and Garner, they start the 3rd off with back-to-back home runs, and then Blunt with a hit, and then Davis was hit by a pitch. Still nobody out, 2 on. Here's a 1-1. Hit out of play. And the count goes to 1-2. 3-2 our score. Hardin County on top here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Beautiful night for baseball. Good thing we didn't play this one yesterday.
You bet.
Now they chase Blunt back to second.
Hayden really smart base runner. He's not going to get too far. He's not a threat to try to pick up a base, but he's going to get where he can score. That's what he's got on his mind.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Samples, the second baseman. Barksdale comes to the plate, breaking ball hit into right field. Right fielder going over. He'll make the grab, no tags, and he'll get it in. That's out number 1.
That ball pretty solid to right field.
So 1 out, and that'll bring up Lambert.
Right fielder,
Kyle walked his first time up.
Lambert.
So Kyle will come to the plate with a chance to add to the 3-2 lead with 1 out.
Yeah, I look Kyle to heat up. He's too good a hitter. He can do it. Give him pitching, putting that gap, and we'll score something.
Barksdale from the stretch. Kicks and fires way outside. One ball, no strikes. 1 out here in the 3rd, 2 on. Lambert the hitter. Barksdale working here in the 3rd. Here's a 1-0 down and away.
Kyle got great plate discipline. I think he fouled off 8 pitches over at Memphis the other night. He just veteran player, knows the game.
2 balls, no strikes now. Lambert, the left-handed hitter for Hardin County. Barksdale from the stretch. A couple of looks at second. Now comes to the plate outside. And he works the count to a 3-0 count now. So he's really working Barksdale. He had a 6-pitch at bat his first time up and got the walk. So 3-0 now to Kyle. Will they let him go or will they take
I'm going to
a
say
strike
if
here?
he gets down the middle, he's going to let it go. Down in the corner. Coach Mackie Jean standing behind me says that was a ball. So
Yeah, it's automatic, Mackie. Y'all know that with 3-0. 3-1 now.
my old teammate from 1974.
Birchdale. Here's the 3-1 on the way. Misses outside, ball 4, and Kyle draws his second walk.
Oh, we got Maldonado coming up to hit.
So Blunt will move over to third. Davis will move up to second. Lambert
Number 23, Marcel.
will be at the plate, or excuse me, go to first on the walk, and it looks like Malabanan will hit 4 pipes here in the third. Bases loaded, 1 out. As we got a timeout as USJ's coach comes out to talk to his pitcher for the second time in the game. Want to remind you in the morning sports talk at 9 a.m. as we'll talk some Tiger baseball, get you all caught up from this past week, get you set for tomorrow and what's ahead for next week, and also talk some basketball. March Madness Sweet 16 starts. Tennessee football spring practice has been going on. Hardin County football spring practice has been going on. A lot of things going on here this time of year, and we'll try to get you all the information that we can at Sports Talk in the morning, 9 a.m. right here on 93.5 FM. Now, Mr. Ump will go out there and talk to his coach. He's going to lead him in. I thought maybe, I can't tell if anybody's throwing down there for them or not.
I can't see the bullpen, Steve.
So bases loaded, 1 out. Tigers up 3-2. Malabanan will come in to hit 4 pipes here in the third.
He's had a couple of big hits for us so far.
Here's a pitch on the way, a little low, ball 1. I don't know what his pitch count is, but he's going to exceed it. He's struggled in every inning. Had runners to deal with as well, but seems to be getting out of it. Here's a 1-0. Down in the dirt. Good job by the catcher, Morris. Kept it in front of him. The count goes to 2-0 now to Malabanan, the pinch hitter.
See what USJ's the third baseman behind the bag, so they're going to try to get it out and concede a run if it's hit down that way, it looks like to me.
Barksdale from the stretch. Here's a 2-0. Hit on the ground, foul. So the count goes to 2-1 now. Littlefield on deck. Back to the top of the lineup. Bases loaded. Tigers started the inning with back-to-back home runs by Clapp and Garner, a hit by Blunt. Davis was hit by a pitch. And a walk to Lambert, and that's where we are with 1 out. Here's a 2-1. Hits Malabanan right in the left shoulder. And that'll score a run as Blunt will come across, and it's a 4-2 lead now by the Tigers.
He didn't even flinch, Steve. Me and you'd still be on the ground.
Oh, yeah, I've been kicking like a baby down there right now.
Good job. Good job. That's a RBI, too.
So everybody will move up. Davis will go to third.
Change.
Lambert to second. And Malabanan will go to first. And that'll be all for Birchdale as he had a tough start here in this game. Let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4 hit batters. Am I right on that?
I think you're right.
And so he'll exit the game, trailing 4-2 here in the third inning. 1 out, bases full of Tigers. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. Spencer Morris enters the game now for USJ with 1 out. He inherits bases full. And Jace Littlefield, the leadoff hitter. Morris, a right-hander, first pitch on the way. Big breaking ball, strike 1. Well, that tells me something. He likes his breaking ball better than anything else. If he can throw it for a strike with confidence.
Bases loaded.
Yeah. No balls and a strike to Littlefield. Bases full of Tigers, 1 out. Taking a long look in now, calls a timeout, and Littlefield will step out. No balls and a strike. Bases full of Tigers with 1 out. Tigers on top 4-2 here in the 3rd. Morris from the stretch. Here's the 0-1 down and away. One ball, 1 strike to Littlefield, the first baseman for the Tigers. Got hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the 1st. Had a base hit in the 2nd. Was left on. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases full. Outside. And the count goes to 2-1 now.
Good pitch hit right here.
Martin on deck for the Tigers.
Chase is a really good fastball hitter, too.
Morris from the stretch. Here comes the 2-1. Down in the dirt. Good play by Morris, the catcher. Kept that one in play. And the count goes to 3-1 now.
It's an even better pitch to hit. Bases loaded. He's looking dead fastball right here. Get a pitching hit solid.
3 balls and a strike to Littlefield. Here's a 3-1 foul back. And the count goes full now, 3-2. Good riding fastball rode in on the hands on the base.
That was a good pitch. Because kid got a live arm out there. The ball moving good.
3-2 the count. Bases full of Tigers, 1 out. Tigers on top, 4-2 here in the 3rd. Morris from the stretch. Here's the payoff pitch on the way, and it's down and away. Ball 4. And he'll walk Davis in for the 5th run, the 4th of the 3rd inning. So Lambert will move to 3rd. Malabanan will move to
got Pipes back in
2nd.
Re-entered back in running. Pipes a bit 2nd.
So Littlefield draws a walk, and that'll bring up Martin with the bases loaded and 1 out. Morris comes to the plate. Good fastball on the outside corner. Looked like Jerry was looking at curveball.
That's a tough pitch right on the black.
He's got some movement on it. No balls and a strike to Martin, the catcher for the Tigers. Here's a pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses outside. And the count evens up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 1 out here in the 3rd. Here's the 1-1 down in the dirt. Gets by the catcher, but Lambert will stay at 3rd. So 2-1 now on Martin. Lambert down at 3rd. Pipes at 2nd. And Littlefield at 1st with 1 out. Tigers up 5-2 now. They broke it open here in the 3rd. They got an opportunity to break it wide open with 1 swing. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss. Good cut at a fastball and just missed it.
That was his pitch there. Just swung through it. Good swing.
So the count goes now 2-2. Morris in relief of Birchdale. from the stretch. Here's a 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball way outside. Gets by the catcher, but no play at the plate. That one was way outside. And the count goes full now to Martin. So he'll have to come at him. Base is full. Nowhere to put him. With one out. Now the umpire is talking to Coach Harville. Somebody may be taking pictures or something down here. They're pointing to somebody. No pictures. That's what they're doing. Somebody had their flash on. So now we're ready.
All right.
3-2 the count.
Big pitch right here, Steve.
Base is full of Tigers. Tigers trying to open this thing wide open here in the third. Here's the payoff pitch on the way down the dirt, and he loses him.
Big thing is he don't understand what he ran into. We got Cooper Clapp coming to bat.
Pirates will move over to third. Littlefield up to second.
Number 11, Cooper Clapp.
And Martin.
Got Hunter Phillips running for the catcher.
So Clapp started this whole thing off with a home run way back in the third. So he'll come to the plate for the second time, this time full of bases. Or excuse me, Tigers. Wind up, pitch on the way. Fastball down. Here's a quick throw down to third, not in time. Morris has got a live arm behind the plate,
He
too.
does. He's a good catcher. I noticed him over there. Got good skills and handles himself well back there.
One ball, no strikes on Clapp. Wind up, pitch on the way, inside fastball, strike one. Good pitch underneath the hands. And the count evens up at 1-1. Appreciate you tuning in to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM, also live on YouTube, channel Slice 93. Here's a 1-1, hit out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Clapp, the shortstop. Had a walk and a home run. Yeah. So far. Base is full. 1 out. Morris from the stretch. Here comes the 1-2. Hit right back at him towards second baseman. Flip over to second for 1. Over to first, not in time. 1 run scores. Here comes a play at the plate. Not in time.
We put in play, made something happen. Good job of hitting with 2 strikes.
So Littlefield scores along with Pipes
Pitcher number 8, Seth.
on the air.
Seth Garner coming to the plate. Hit a ball about 360 feet last time.
So Seth will come to the plate with 2 outs now and a runner at first. Wind up, pitch on the way, hit over there in the Tiger dugout. 8-2 our score. We were behind 2-1. Is that right? Going into this inning,
Yeah, this is
scored 7.
this would be the 10th hitter for us this inning.
Garner batting his second time in this inning. He had a big blast right behind Clapp's big blast to start the inning off. Cooper at first. Morris from the stretch. Here's 0-1 on the way. Hit up toward the middle, and it's going to get through into center field. Clapp rounds second, headed to third. Garner will hold up at first, and runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Designated hitter number 6.
So that'll bring up Hayden Blunt. Hayden had a hit and scored a run. As a
Abram Wilkerson running for Garner, the pitcher.
the 12th batter of this inning. with 2 outs. Morris in relief of Burksdale. Runners at the corners now. Wind up pitch on the way, up high, ball 1. (8-2) the score here in the third, as the Tigers have opened it up here with the sticks. Here's a 1-0, strike 1. Took something off that fastball. And the count is 1-1 now. 2 outs. Clapp at third. Wilkerson at first. Here's the 1-1 on the way. Hit high and down the first baseline. First baseman giving it a look. Going to go out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Blunt trying to extend the lead here in the third. Morris trying to pitch out of the jam he inherited. There goes a runner. It's a curveball, and he's not going to have a play. Good pitch to run on.
It was a good pitch to run on. That's what I was speaking to say. We put up a crooked number in this inning, though. We got 7 runs already, so be a good spot for he can get us 2 out hit and really pick us up.
Morris from the windup. Here's a 2-2, hit right back at him, going toward the hole. The shortstop picks it up, throws over to first. Good play by Tabor, and that'll get him out of the inning. But the Tigers do some damage here in the third inning. They get 7 runs on 1, 2, 3.
We got a pitching change coming.
And they lead it 8-2 as we'll move to the fourth. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. We move to the fourth. 8-2 the score. Hardin County on top. So Garner's night is over with after 3 innings pitched. He gave up a couple of runs and 4 hits, and Duke Samples will come into the game. Freshman, is that right?
Freshman, going to throw a lot of strikes.
First pitch on the way is a ball to Pettigrew. He grounded out his first time up. There's a sharply hit ball right under the glove of Willoughby. He couldn't get to it. So they got the leadoff runner on here in the fourth. And that'll bring up Morris, the catcher. He grounded out his first time up.
Up next, number 17, Drew Morris.
So Morris will come to the plate with a runner at first and nobody out to face Samples. His first look at Samples.
Big ground ball right here, Steve. Get us going.
Wind up, pitch on the way, just a little bit outside, ball 1. Next pitch on the way, strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. Samples, right-hander. Young pitcher for the Tigers, getting some work here. Next pitch on the way is up high. 2 balls and a strike to Morris, the catcher for the Bruins. Next pitch on the way, hit out of play, and the count evens up at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner at first base. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And that'll do it for Morris. And that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Moore. He struck out his first time up back in the second.
13, Walker Moore.
So he'll come to the plate with a runner at first and an out. Samples from the stretch. Comes to the plate. First pitch hit out of play. One thing the Bruins do, they come to the plate, they come swinging.
They go and attack it now, Steve. They sure do. Very aggressive ball team.
Next pitch on the way. There's a drive into center field. Tummins going back. He gets under it, makes the grab for the out.
Tummins got a real nose for the ball out there. He's impressive.
So that's the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up a pinch hitter for Bartsdale. I don't know who that is. So that'll bring up
pinch hitting number 26, Rory Jones.
So that'll bring up Rory Jones. He'll pinch hit for Bartsdale. So he'll come to the plate, big right-hander, with one with a runner at first and 2 down. First pitch on the way, driven into the gap in right field. Runner around second. He's going to head to third. Tummins gets it in. Well, they got runners on the corners with 2 outs. They promptly put that right over the top of Littlefield's glove. So the second hit of the inning. Pettigrew at third and Jones at first. And that'll bring up Coy.
Andrew Coy.
Coy struck out his first time up, so he'll come to the plate with a runner at third, a chance to cut into the lead here in the fourth with 2 outs. First pitch on the way, hit out of play.
This is the boy that hurt us over there. He got 2 hits, batting out of the 9th spot.
No balls and a strike. Here's a pitch on the way, breaking ball, good one. He laid off of it. Boy, he wanted that one so bad.
Yeah, he really got him to pull the trigger. That was a good pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike, now to Coy. Runner at first, runner at third, 2 down. Next pitch on the way, hit toward the hole. Littlefield goes over to his knee, up, throws over to first for the out. And that'll do it. They get a couple of hits, leave a couple on, and after 3.5, Hardin County 8, USJ 2. We'll be back right after this timeout. Welcome back to the Savannah City Park. Tigers on top 8-2 as we work our way into the bottom of the fourth inning. It'll be Davis, Samples, and Lambert to face DeBerry. Let's come in relief for Morris. Burstell started the game. Tigers opened it up on him in the third. Morris came in to finish the inning. And now DeBerry will come in to pitch. Big right-hander. First pitch on the way. Fastball. Strike one. Willoughby grounded out in the first, was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the third. DeBerry from the windup. Here's the 0-1. Fastball hit down the right field line, out of play. Very slow, methodical move and over the top fastball. No balls.
Really good two-strike hitter. Got good plate coverage.
Here's the 0-2 on the way. A little bit low, and the count goes to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here in the Tigers' half of the fourth. Nobody on. Nobody out. Here's a 1-2 breaking ball hit in the air toward second. Second baseman going out, and the ball falls. Right fielder was coming in. Second baseman gave up on it. They're talking to each other, and Davis ends up with the hit. That's one of those, I got it, you take it.
Yeah.
And it falls in between the second baseman and the right fielder.
Everybody pulls up at once.
So that'll bring up Samples. He struck out in the second and flied out in the third. So he'll come to the plate with a runner at first and nobody out. DeBerry from the stretch. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Strike one.
Good breaking ball from DeBerry. That's the first one he's thrown.
No balls and a strike to Samples. Davis, a runner at first. There's a throw over, not in time.
Real good threat to go any time over there. He runs well. Smart base runner.
Willoughby with the lead at first. Here comes a pitch by DeBerry. There's a quick throw down, not in time. And the pitch was called a strike. Well, we got two catchers. They'll fire it down to any base at any time. Both of them with really good arms. Not scared to throw it at all. No balls, 2 strikes to Samples. Davis, a runner at first. Here's a pitch on the way, swing and a miss. There goes Willoughby. He'll be up and safe at second.
Got a good pitch wrong. Got a big breaking ball there.
So that'll bring up Lambert. Kyle's had a couple of walks in the game, scored a run, so he'll come to the plate with a runner in scoring position out there at second. That's Davis, and 1 out. Eight-2 score. Hardin County on top. They did all the damage in the third. Here's a pitch on the way down the dirt, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 1 out, 1 on. Lambert, the hitter, hitting from the left side, facing the right-hander, DeBerry. He's in relief of Morris. DeBerry from the stretch, takes a look at second. Now another one. Comes to the plate, swinging a miss at a good fastball. And the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis led off the inning with a hit. 1 out here in the fourth. DeBerry comes to the plate, a little bit low. And the count goes to 2-1. Kyle's had 3 at bats, and he's seen 15 pitches, Clark. 2 walks. Here's a 2-1. Took something off that one, and he fouls it out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on the right fielder for the Tigers. Pipes on deck. 1 out. Davis at first, or excuse me, at second. DeBerry taking a long look in at his catcher Morris. Now goes into his stretch. Couple of looks at second, and he'll wheel around, but no play.
Willoughby just he'll just get a pitcher beside himself. He's moving around. He's jockeying back there. He does a good job. Good base run.
Here's a 2-2 inside, and the count goes full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on here in the 4th. Tigers up 8-2 over USJ. Here's the payoff pitch on the way, hit out of play. And the count stays at 3-2. The Tigers will be in Lexington tomorrow if weather holds off. 3 p.m. start over in Lexington, Tennessee, and then we'll be in Waterloo, Alabama on Monday. DeBerry from the stretch, a 3-2 on the way, hit on the ground towards second. Picks it up, throws over to first for the out. Davis moves over to third. And that'll bring up Pipes. Britton will come to the plate. Had a strikeout his first time up. He was hit for by Malabanan back in the 3rd, so he'll make his second plate appearance. 2 outs now here in the 4th. And a runner at 3rd, that's Davis. Here's a wind-up pitch on the way by DeBerry, strike 1. That strike zone is starting to widen out here late.
It is. It usually does.
Here's the 0-1. Inside, ball 1. Count evens up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Davis a runner at 3rd. DeBerry from the stretch. Here comes a 1-1. Swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1-2 now on Pipes. Davis led it off with a hit. A strikeout and a ground out. He finds himself at 3rd with 2 outs. Here's a 1-2 to Pipes. Struck him out on the outside corner, and that'll do it for the Tigers. They get 1 hit, they leave 1 on, and score no runs, and after 4 complete, they lead it 8-2. We'll be back with more Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. It's Tabor, Stamper, and Walker here in the 5th. Sample working his second inning. Pitch on the way is outside, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tabor has a couple of hits in the game, scored a run. Next pitch down in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1. Down in the dirt. And he works the count to 3-1. Tabor's had a couple of hits and hadn't hit it out of the grass.
That's right. Sure has. Beat out of the infield hit early and then bunted the next time. Good leadoff hitter.
Here's a 3-1. Swinging a miss. Had a good fastball. Took a big cut at it. Couldn't catch up with it. The count goes full now, 3-2. Here's a 3-2 pitch outside. And that'll bring up Stamper. He's had a big night so far. He's had a double and a single and scored a run.
Now batting number 23, Nick Stamper.
Very impressive so far. He's hit the ball in the gap twice.
So he'll come to the plate with a runner at first, nobody out. His first time to see Samples. First pitch on the way, fastball kind of fooled him. Strike 1.
A little bit of a two-seamer run away from him. It's a good pitch.
No balls and a strike to the first baseman for the Bruins. Here's the 0-1, hit out of play. Came back with a breaking ball, fouled it off. No balls, 2 strikes now to Stamper. We're working here in the 5th inning. Tigers on top, 8-2. Runner at first, nobody out. Pitch on the way, runner goes. Here's a throw down, not in time.
He got a curveball away there. It's a tough pitch to handle.
Yeah, got a good jump on it too. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second now. Samples comes to the plate. Breaking ball, got him.
Good pitch.
Man, what froze him, and a good pitch on the outside corner, and that'll do it for Stamper. That's the first time we've been able to get him out.
Up next, number 16, Will Walker.
So that'll bring up the 3rd place hitter, Walker. He struck out in the 1st, had a hit back in the 3rd. So he'll come to the plate with a runner at second, 1 out. First pitch on the way. There's a drive in the gap in the left field. Tabor will score easily. He rounds 3rd. And Walker will have his second hit. He'll go down to second on a wild throw. Good throw by Martin down to second. But somebody missed a cutoff man, and it cost us a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, we were out of position on that play, Steve. I don't know exactly what happened, but the ball went all the way through on the grass.
Now batting number 14, Brooks Jones.
So Walker gets a hit and then goes to second. First pitch on the way to Jones is a swing and a miss, strike 1. 8-3 score, 1 out here in the 5th. Runner at second base. Samples working his second inning in relief for Garner. Wind up pitch on the way, swing and a miss, good fastball.
Good pitch, right on the corner.
On the outside part of the plate and got him swinging, and it's 0-2 now to Jones. Samples from the stretch. Taking a look at second. Now comes to the plate. There's a gapper right between short and 3rd, just like a CNI hit, and that's their 3rd or second hit of the inning. And they'll have runners at the corners with 1 out.
Yeah, we got a break right there. I don't know if the guy running knew what was going on, but he didn't attempt to score there with 2 outs.
So Coach Harville calls timeout, and he'll go out and talk to his young pitcher. We'll take a timeout with him. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Berkeley Pettigrew.
So Pettigrew will come to the plate. He had a hit his last time up and grounded out in the first. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Wind up, pitch on the way, squares to bunt, strike, pulls it back. No ball, send a strike on Pettigrew. Samples from the stretch. Good breaking ball, just misses outside. And the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 2 on here in the 5th. Wind up, pitch on the way. There's a fly ball hit right at Lambert. Racing in, makes the grab. Here comes a throw to the plate, not in time. And the runner's going to end up at second base. And now, what are they trying to do? They're trying to say he left too soon. Pettigrew flies out. That's the second out of the inning. And now Samples will throw over to third, and I guarantee you nobody saw it. So that'll bring up Morris.
17, Drew Morris.
Walker scores on the fly ball. Jones moves down to second on the throw to the plate. So there'll be 2 outs, runner at second. Morris, the catcher, at the plate. He's 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout. First pitch on the way to him is outside, ball 1. So they've chipped away a little bit here in the 5th.
Got 2. Get them right here, 2 out.
Samples from the stretch. Comes to the plate. Strike 1. That's a generous strike zone. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Morris. Samples from the stretch, taking a look at second. Now comes to the plate, breaking ball, hit off the end of the bat, going to second base with Littlefield. He slips down. The runner's going to score.
Wet spot out there.
I mean, you can tell. I mean, he's soaking wet on his right leg. Whatever he fell in, as he was catching the baseball, he just went to the ground and his hand, glove hand, slammed on the turf and the ball popped out.
Nothing Jace could do about that. That's a tough break, is all that is.
Now batting number 13, Walker Moore.
So that'll bring up Moore. He'll come to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Had a strikeout and a flyout. So 8-5 now. As the Bruins inching back into the game after the Tigers took a 8-2 lead into this inning. First pitch hit out of play. Samples working his second inning. Garner went 3, gave up a couple of runs. Samples has given up 3 so far. Good fastball on the outside corner.
0-2.
It makes the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. Samples from the stretch. Comes to the plate, swing and a miss at a good breaking ball, and that'll do it. But they get 3 runs on a hit, and they leave 1 on, and the Tigers commit an error. And after 4.5, 8-5 score, we'll move to the bottom of the 5th when we return. You're listening to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM.
Baseman number 7, Jace Littlefield.
Littlefield will lead it off here in the 5th. Hardin County on top, 8-5. First pitch on the way to Littlefield, inside, ball 1. Walker working now here in the 5th inning, their 4th pitcher of the night. Here's a 1-0. Hit right.
Got Coach Hall. Got him. Yeah, he'll have to rub that tomorrow.
He tried. It's not as young as he used to be.
No, he's not.
I notice he hangs out more over there around the dugout.
Well, he's never seen a coaching box he likes. He's way out of the box.
Here's the 1-1 on the way. Hit down the right field line, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Littlefield, the second baseman. He was hit by a pitch, scored a run, walked, and scored a run. Here's a 1-2. Fastball.
Hit the bull.
Yeah, well, Morris looks at him like that wasn't what I called. And he's going to go out there and talk to him.
Discuss it with him.
Yeah. Like he was looking for something breaking. He just threw right back into a fastball over everybody's head.
Catcher never moved at it.
No.
Yeah, that's a terrible feeling for a catcher. Get crossed up.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Littlefield leading it off here in the 5th. And there's a wind-up pitch on the way. Got him. Got him looking on the inside corner with a breaking ball. So that's first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Martin. Jarrett was hit by a pitch, struck out in the 2nd, and then walked in the 3rd. So he'll come to the plate to face Walker the first time, and that one got him.
Hit him again.
So Jarrett will trot down to first with an out, and that'll bring up Clout. I think that's the 6th hit batter in this game so far. Now that one just kind of clipped his shirt, but still.
Got good speed. Hunter Phillips running for the catcher.
So Phillips down at first with an out, and Clout coming to the plate.
Showing the bunt. Come back.
Wind up, pitch on the way, hit out of play.
That was a good piece of hitting. He showed him the bunt, and here comes the third baseman, and Cook just missed the ball. He was trying to slap it by him. That was a great piece of hitting.
No balls. 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. We're in the 5th, 8-5. Tigers on top. Wind up, pitch on the way, fastball way outside. Evens the count up at 1-1. Tigers will be in action tomorrow over in Lexington, Tennessee. 3 p.m. start right here on 93.5 FM. Michael Davis and Clark will have the call. Here's a 1-1 hit. Bad. The left field, slicing, and it'll drop. Gets by out the left fielder.
Phillips is scoring.
Here comes Phillips. He's around third. He's headed to the plate. And it's 9-5 on the hit.
Yeah, I think that's actually a solid single in the air on the left fielder. Gets him there, but he'll be standing at second.
So that'll bring up Gardner. He'll come to the plate with an out. And a runner at second base. That's Clout's second hit of the night. He's hit it hard the 2 times he's hit it.
He has. He's hot right now.
So Gardner will come to the plate.
And here's another man that's swinging a good bat, too.
He had a couple of hits in the 3rd, had a home run and a single. So he's had 3 hits tonight in the game so far. Wind up, pitch on the way, breaking ball, just misses low. One ball, no strikes on Garner. Walker from the stretch. Here comes a 1-0. Breaking ball down the dirt. Ball 2. Michael's got that grill fired up back there. There's smoke everywhere out here. It's like being in San Francisco on a late night. They done got him out of there eating a profit.
I guarantee you.
2 balls, no strike. On Garner. Clout the runner at second. And they fake the throw back to second, chasing back. Might have had a play there if he had thrown it, but the shortstop wasn't there. Walker from the stretch. Couple of looks at second. Here comes a 2-0. Fastball up high.
They're not going to give Garner much to hit, I'm afraid.
3 balls, no strikes. Blunt the DH on deck.
2 breaking balls and a ball, eye high, so he'll have green light right here if he gets a pitch out over the plate.
1 out here in the 5th. Here's the 3-0. High and tight. And he walks him.
Designated hitter, number 6.
So that'll bring up Hayden Blunt. Hayden will come to the plate, hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. Had a hit in the 3rd, scored a run, grounded out his last time up back in the 3rd. So he'll come to the plate with a couple of runners at 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Walker comes to the plate outside, ball 1. Walker, the 4th pitcher of the night for the Bruins. Barksdale started it off, followed by Morris, DeBerry, and now Walker working here in the 5th. There's a throw back, not in time. So we'll do it all over again. 1-0 count to Blunt. Clout the runner at second. Garner at first. Here comes a pitch inside, ball 2.
It's a good pitch for Hayden to hit. You get a fastball right here. He's a great fastball hitter.
2 balls, no strikes. Clapp at second. Garner at first. 1 out. Walker taking a couple of looks. Now comes to the plate.
Threw him a curveball.
Yep.
2-1 curveball.
Call for strike 1. I don't think he was looking for it either, just to be real honest.
He wasn't going to swing at it right there, but he was looking dead red fastball.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Hit off the fist and out of play. And the count evens up at 2-2. Davis on deck for Hardin County. 1 run so far here in the 5th. Tigers lead at 9-5.
Good speed on the bases for the Tigers.
Walker from the stretch, taking a look at second. Now he'll swing around and chase Clout back to the bag.
Cooper does a great job down there. He will just drive a pitcher crazy moving around down there at second.
Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground toward the 3rd baseman. He'll pick it up, bobbles it around, throws over to first for the out. But the runners move up as Clout will have to stop at 3rd. Garner at second.
3rd baseman number 2 will be Davis.
That'll bring up Davis. He had a hit his last time up, hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the 3rd, and a ground out back in the 1st. So 2 down now, 2 on. 9-5 our score here in the 5th. Walker, pitch on the way, high. There's a throw down, and it gets by the 3rd baseman. And here comes the runner in. That's Clout. As he got a little too greedy then and threw it away into left field.
Well, he just creates havoc out there on those bases. Cooper's, most guys would be a little bit too far off, but he's got confidence and understands the game. I say all the time, Cooper Clapp's got an IQ of about 200 when it comes to baseball. So he forced them to make an error, and that's going to be big as we go along.
So the Tigers get 2 of the 3 back that they scored in the top of the inning. Lead at 10-5 now. 2 outs. Garner at third. Davis at the plate. Here's a 1-0 to him. Up high. Ball 2.
It's USJ DeMonts. They're not afraid to pitch inside, are they, Steve?
No, not at all.
I like that, but behind him is not a good spot.
Here's a 2-0 on the way. That one hits him.
What number is that? 9?
Oh, that's about 7 or 8.
Yeah, okay.
That's 2 on Willoughby. So runners at the corners now with 2 outs, and Duke Samples will come to the plate. He's had a couple of strikeouts and a flyout.
He's a good hitter. Let's see if we're going to run right here with 2 outs. See if we can create an error.
That's 6 on the night. There's a drive into right field. It's going to be down. Here comes Garner, and Davis will stop at second base, and it's 11-5. First pitch, and he drove it into right field.
He put him in motion a little bit. Second baseman was out of position, so good job. Abram Wilkerson coming in to run.
Abram Wilkerson, courtesy runner. Now batting, number 29, Kyle Lambert.
So Kyle will come to the plate. He's had a couple of walks and grounded out, but he's seen about 30 pitches, it seems like, in this game.
He'll run a pitcher's count up. Does a great job.
2 on, 2 out. Lined up, pitch on the way. There's a fly ball hit out of play down the left field line.
Kyle came out of basketball. He got a little late start in here, but he's been right on the ball, just a little out in front.
11-5 our score. Hardin County on top. They've scored 3 here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs now. With runners at first and second. Walker from the stretch comes to the plate outside. And the count goes to 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Lambert the hitter for Hardin County. Walker working here in the 5th, his first inning. He's the 4th pitcher of the night. Here's a 1-1 up high.
Wilson,
and here's a throw down. Yeah, and he's going to be out. Adam took off like he was going to second. He just lost what was going on, made a base running mistake. They get him out at first, and that'll do it here in the 5th inning. But the Tigers get the 3 runs back on a couple of hits. And after 5 complete, 11-5 our score. We'll be back right after this timeout. New pitcher for Hardin County will be Strider Jones. He'll come in here in the 6th. Samples works a couple of innings. He gives up three runs on 4 hits. And that'll do his night.
Leading off the top of the 6th for USJ, number 30, Eli DeBerry.
So it'll be DeBerry to lead it off here to face Jones. First pitch on the way, outside, ball 1. DeBerry batting for Jones here in the 6th. Next pitch on the way, just misses outside. And the count goes to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. To DeBerry, big right-handed hitter for USJ. Here's a 2-0.
He got a good velocity either.
And the count goes to 3-0.
3-0.
3 balls, no strikes on DeBerry. Here's a 3-0. Ball 4.
Walked the first guy, 4 pitches. Here we go.
So the leadoff hitter here in the 6th walks, and that'll bring up Coy.
Andrew Coy.
Coy struck out back in the 3rd, grounded out in the 4th. He'll come to the plate with 1 on and nobody out. There's a one pitch on the way. Good fastball, strike 1.
I don't think DeBerry would be a threat to run over there, Steve.
No, I don't think so. If he is, it'll take him a while to get down there. Robin may be faster than him. Here's the 0-1 down in the dirt. Evens the count up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1. Hit high in the air. Samples or Tummins coming in. Out goes Littlefield. Littlefield makes the grab for the out. So Coy flies out for the first out. And back to the top of the lineup with Tabor. He'll come to the plate. He scored twice, had a couple of hits, and a walk. Good baseball player, good leadoff hitter.
He really is. A great job for him.
Wind up pitch on the way, fastball. Just misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. DeBerry the runner at first. He walked to lead off the inning. 1 out here in the 6th. Here's a 1-0. Up high, ball 2.
A little control trouble to start here, Steve.
2 balls, no strikes on the leadoff hitter, Tabor. Here's a 2-0 on the way. Good pitch on the inside corner, strike 1.
That's a 2-seamer run in there. That's a good pitch.
2 balls and a strike. 1 out, 1 on. Here in the 6th. Pitch on the way, up high. And the count goes to 3-1 now on the leadoff hitter, Tabor. DeBerry at first. Led off the inning with a walk. Coy grounded out. And it's a 3-1 count. And pitch on the way, strike 2.
Good
Take it all the
fastball.
way. Make him throw a strike, and the count goes full now. 3-2. Jones from the stretch. Here's a 3-2 on the way. Just misses outside, and he loses him. So DeBerry will go to second. Tabor will end up at first on the walk. 2 walks in the inning, and that'll bring up Stamper.
Now batting number 23, Nick Stamper.
Stamper's had a double in the 1st, had a single and scored a run in the 3rd, and struck out in the 5th. So he'll face Jones for the first time here in the 6th. Garner started the game off, pitched 3 innings, gave up a couple of runs, and then Samples pitched 2, gave up 3 runs, and now Jones in. So 2 freshmen back to back. Wind up pitch on the way, swing and a miss, He tried to make it 11-8 right there with that cut. Couldn't
Sure
catch
did.
up
Good
with it.
fastball.
And the count is 0-1. No balls. 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. Here's a pitch on the way. Hit high and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes now on Stamper. I'll give him this. He takes his rips at it up there.
He's a good ball player.
No balls, 2 strikes. Jones from the stretch, and now Stamper wants a timeout. He'll step back out. Air feels like it's getting a little cool and kind of damp.
It is damp, sure is.
Jones from the stretch. A couple of looks at second. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball outside. And the count goes to 1-2.
He's ground ball double play right here, Steve.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. 1 out here in the 6th. Jones from the stretch. Steps off. Tigers on top, 11-5. Jones takes a look at second. Here's a 1-2 on the way. Up high, there's a throw down to second. Ooh, not in time. Yeah. He dove in, and there wasn't nothing there to slide. He just kind of, yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Stamper, the first baseman. Here's a 2-2 on the way. Outside, ball 3.
Oh, goodness. A little trouble finding the strike zone, Steve.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Stamper, the hitter, he's worked it to a full count.
After being 0-2.
Strider looking in, didn't either get what he wanted or didn't get what he catcher wanted. There's a fastball, and we've walked the bases full. So DeBerry at third, Tabor at second, Stamper at first, and Walker will come to the plate. He's had a couple of hits and scored a run, and now Coach Harville will go out and talk to his young pitcher, kind of settle him down just a bit. We'll tell you, Sports Talk in the morning at 9 a.m. as we'll talk about Tiger baseball from this past week, get you ready for tomorrow, and get you set up for next week as we'll roll into the 3rd week of the season. Seems like we just got started, and
you bet.
Here we go. But Coach Harville out there, you know, it's learning experience too for a young pitcher, you know, in this game.
Well, it's, you know, last week we go out and pitch 2 innings, struck out 5. So, I mean, it's just part of being a young kid and trying to figure out what you want to do and how to do it. First game at home.
Now batting for
Yep.
Bruins, number 16, Will Walker.
So Walker will come to the plate. Strider will go from the windup. Bases full, the Bruins, 1 out.
We're playing in at the corners and up and back in the middle.
First pitch on the way, up high.
Way high.
Maybe overthrowing just a bit.
Yeah, I think so probably.
1 ball, no strikes on Walker. Here's the 1-0 on the way. Fastball, swing and a miss.
That's a good fastball.
About screwed himself into the ground there. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, bases full. Here in the 6th, Tigers on top, 11-5. Here's a 1-1, breaking ball, good pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Walker. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball reaches out and fouls it off. Good piece of hitting there. And the count remains 1-2. Tigers trying to work out of a jam here in the 6th inning. DeBerry laid it off with a walk, a couple of more walks behind him. So bases full of Bruins. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball. Thought about it, pulled it back, and the count evens up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jones from the windup. Takes a deep breath. Here comes a 2-2 down in the dirt. There's a quick throw down, not in time. Good play by Garner down there to keep it in the infield. Throw a little low. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. To Walker. Nowhere to put him. Bases full of Bruins. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and he got him.
Good fastball there.
Got him swinging. That's 2 down. That'll bring up Jones, the right fielder. He'll come to the plate.
Is it 2 outs, Steve, or 1 out?
2 outs.
Yeah.
Corey grounded out,
That's
or
right.
flied out back.
Go.
Seems like forever ago.
Yeah.
So Jones will come to the plate. First pitch on the way to him. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 1.
There's a good fastball there.
No balls and a strike. Bases full of Bruins. 2 outs. Here's 0-1. Hit right at Littlefield. Grabs it for the out.
Good job right there.
Jace was kind of cheating over that way, and it put some good wood on it, but right at Littlefield, and the Tigers get out of it. So no runs, no hits. They leave 3 on. And after 5.5, Hardin County leads it 11-5. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th when we return. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the
Well, the field looks outstanding. It's been an outstanding night. There's only one thing missing.
What's that, Steve?
A bathroom up here.
Well,
Because this Diet Coke's getting to me.
maybe we'll get out of it in a minute.
Yeah, I hope. It'll be Lambert, Potts, and Littlefield here in the 6th to face Brooks Jones. First pitch on the way down the dirt, ball 1.
Wasn't even close.
Jones is pitcher number 5 for USJ. Apparently, they don't have any games tomorrow.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Here's a 1-0. Outside. Count goes to 2-0.
We still hadn't seen the big boy start the first game. I thought he was a quality pitcher. I can't recall his name. He was a senior.
2 balls, no strikes. Here's a 2-0, a little low, ball 3. So 3-0 to Lambert here in the 6th. Tigers leading 11-5. Wind up pitch on the way. In the center field. It's going to be down, and Kyle.
That's Kyle Lambert right there. He just stroked that ball right in center field. Good hit.
On a 3-0 count, got the fastball and just promptly put it in center field for the hit.
This is Strider Jones.
Oh, Strider coming in. So Jones will come in to hit for Pikes, his first time up.
Pitcher number 3, Strider Jones.
So Strider will come to the plate, right-handed hitter with 1 on, and nobody out here in the 6th facing Jones. Jones on Jones here. First pitch on the way, hit right back at the pitcher. Bobbles it around. He'll go to first. That's his only play. Hit it hard, but right back at it.
Yeah, he right up the middle. Hit the ball solid.
So 1 out. Lambert moves to second, back to the top of the lineup with Littlefield. He was hit by a pitch, scored a run back in the first, had a hit in the second, walked, scored a run in the third, and struck out his last time up in the 5th.
Here you go, buddy. Number 7.
So he'll come to the plate with a runner at second and 1 out. Jones from the stretch. Takes a long look, now comes to the plate, fastball outside. One ball, no strikes. 1 out. Jones from the stretch comes to the plate.
Wild pitch.
Wild pitch gets back to the backstop. Lambert will hustle over to third. We've had a few of those tonight as well.
I don't think I've ever seen as many pitches miss and hit batters and things before.
Sounds like they've got somebody going down there in their bullpen again if they need it. 2 balls, no strikes on Littlefield. Runner at third, that's Lambert. 1 out. Jones from the stretch comes to the plate.
Good covered fastball.
He was on it. Two balls and a strike now on Littlefield, second baseman. Lambert with a lead down there at third. Brooks from the stretch. Here comes a 2-1. Fastball down and away, ball 3.
Not close again, Steve.
So he falls behind, 3-1 now to Littlefield. Martin on deck for the Tigers. Hardin County on top, 11-5 here in the 6th. Here's a 3-1 down the dirt, and he loses him.
Littlefield, good speed over there. 1 out.
So to bring up Martin. He'll come to the plate. He was hit by a pitch
2 or 3 times, I think.
He's been hit a couple of times tonight. Had a walk and a strikeout. So an interesting stat line for him in this game. But he'll come to the plate. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Walker kicks and fires a little low. One ball. No strikes, no wind at all, but you can tell the air is kind of getting heavy. Some humidity in the air on a cool night. Ball gets by Morris, the catcher, but Kyle will hustle back to third.
Littlefield go to second on that wild pitch.
So the second wild pitch of the inning by Jones. 2 balls, no strikes on Martin. 1 out. Runners at second and third now. Jones from the stretch. Here's a 2-0. good cut at a fastball. He looked like he's trying to end that thing. 1 ball. 1 strike now on Martin. So Martin will step back in. Brooks back on the mound, goes into his stretch. Runners at second and third. Here's a 2-1 on the way. Hit off the fist right at the first baseman. He'll grab it for the out.
Yeah, that was a good pitch right on his hands.
So that's second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Cooper Clout, the shortstop. He's had a big night, walked in the first, had a home run in the third. It really opened this game up, and a hit and scored a run back in the fifth. So Cooper will come to the plate with 2 outs, 2 on. First pitch on the way to him, almost hit him. Goes back to the fence. Goes back to the fence.
Almost hit him with a breaking ball.
One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Here's a 1-0 on the way to Clout. There's a drive in the gap. That's going to be down. That'll score Lambert. And here comes Littlefield. And it's 13-5, and Clout ends up at second base with a double. He has stroked the baseball tonight.
He looks good. He really does. He's a pleasure to watch. I mean, that ball, he just drove that ball. Nobody going to get close to it.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 8, Seth Garner.
So Garner will come to the plate with a chance to get another RBI. He had a home run back in the third. He's had a couple of hits, scored a couple of runs. Clap at second, 2 outs. First pitch on the way, down in the dirt, ball 1. Appreciate everybody listening to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, and the WKWX FM app on this Friday evening. Jones wheels, turns, not in time. And also those that are watching on our YouTube channel, Slice 93, all kind of ways to listen and watch your Tigers each and every week. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, I said Coop just drives those pitchers crazy when he gets on second.
Next pitch on the way, just misses outside. You know, you wouldn't think it would bother a pitcher, but it does, all that movement. You're trying to concentrate on one thing. Yeah. Believe me, huh? Here's a 2-0 on the way. Hit it out of play. And the count goes to 2-1.
Yarder wishes he had that one back. He had a good pitch to hit and just fouled it back.
2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Clap the runner at second. Tigers on top, 13-5 here in the 6th. Jones from the stretch. Here's a pitch on the way. There's a drive right at the shortstop. Picks it up. Long throw over. Gets by the first baseman.
We'll score again.
Here comes Clout. And it's 14-5.
E6.
Well, a good backhand and just couldn't get the throw over.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 6, Peyton Blunt.
So that'll bring up Blunt. He'll come to the plate with 2 outs and Garner, the runner, at first. That's their, I think their third error.
That was a tough one. That was a tough chance, really, but I mean, you got to give him an error.
Yeah. First pitch on the way to Blunt. It's up high. Hayden hit into a fielder's choice in the first. Had a hit in the third, scored a run, grounded out his last 2 times up. Here's a wind-up. Pitch on the way outside. And the count goes to 2-0. Big crowd out here at the City Park for the Tigers. They'll be on the road tomorrow And on Monday, next pitch gets by Morris back to the fence, and Garner will jog down to second. I think Morris has seen a lot of pitchers and a lot of pitches tonight and a lot of while when he just kind of give up on that one.
I think so. He got to be worn out back there.
3 balls, no strikes on Blunt. Here's a 3-0. Strike 1. I'm sure if Mackey was up here, he wouldn't have liked that pitch. But
no.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. That's Garner. Next pitch on the way back to the fence. He'll lose Blunt. He'll hustle down to first. Garner will end up at third. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. And Davis will come to the plate. Well, if we can plate one right here, is that the game? 10-run rule in these games or what?
I don't think so.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 2.
Well, right now I hope so.
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, we could call it at 9 if we wanted to. So Willoughby will come to the plate with runners on the corners and 2 outs. First pitch on the way to him is up high, ball 1. Well, I was sitting here thinking, Robin, you're out awful late. It's almost 9 o'clock. Here's a 1-0. Hit on the ground towards short, and he picks it up, gets it over to second for the out. Man, great play by Tabor.
Great ball player. Tabor's a good ball player.
And that'll do it for the Tigers as they get 3 runs here in the inning on a couple of hits. And after 6 complete, 14-5 our score. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball. We'll be back with the 7th when we return right after this. Welcome back to Hardin County Baseball right here at the Savannah City Park. I'm Steve Cornell along with Clark Jones and our third man in the booth, Robin Smith, back here behind us.
For USJ, number 8, Berkeley Pettigrew.
We are amazed that he's even awake at this time of night, but here he is. Pettigrew, Morris, and Moore here in the 7th. First pitch on the way by Jones is a strike. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1 on the way. Fastball hit out of play and quickly in the hole, 0-2. Made it exciting back in the 6th with a couple of walks, but pitched out of it. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball, got him.
That's it. Good breaking ball, just frozen.
Got him looking. So 1 out here in the 7th, and that'll bring up Morris. He had a ground out in the 2nd. Struck out in the 4th and reached on an error in the 5th. So he'll come to the plate with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch on the way. Fastball a little low. Here's the 1-0. Hit out of play. And the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on here in the 7th. As the Tigers trying to close it out. Next pitch on the way. Good breaking ball on the outside corner. Strike 2. So ball and 2 strikes now to Morris, the catcher. Swings at a bad pitch. Gets away from Martin. He picks it up, throws it down to
That was a
Garner
big
for the
curveball off the plate with 2 strikes, and Martin is as good as he gets. He just blocks it up and throws him out. That's a great play.
So 2 down now here in the 7th, and that'll bring up Moore. He's had a couple of strikeouts and a fly out in the game so far, so he'll come to the plate.
For the Bruins, number 13, Walker Moore.
So nobody on, 2 outs here in the 7th. Jones trying to close it out. First pitch on the way is a strike.
That's a good fastball there. That's
No ball. It's 1 strike on Moore. Here's the 0-1. Just misses outside. And the count goes to 1-1.
working quickly out there.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Just misses outside. 2 balls and a strike now on Moore. 2 outs here in the 7th. Here's the 2-1. Fastball hit out of play and evens the count up at 2-2 now. So the Bruins down to their last swing, last out. Nobody on here in the 7th. Here's a 2-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball outside, and the count goes full now, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 14-5 our score. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. Fastball. Right back at us. Did you flinch? I did.
I didn't.
I still flinch. Here's a 3-2 pitch on the way. There's a fly ball hit into shallow right field. Lambert coming in, makes a grab, and the Tigers win it. So the Bruins go 1-2-3 here in the 7th, and that'll do it for USJ. And the Tigers win it 14-5. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with your totals when we return right after this.
Tigers will return to action.
Let's look at the totals for tonight's game for USJ. They get 5 runs on 9 hits. They leave 8 on base and commit 3 errors in the game. For your Tigers, 14 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They leave 10 on base. Garner gets a win for the Tigers in his debut here. A shortened debut. 3-inning game, but a lot of good tonight. Clark bats got hot in the 3rd inning. We're swinging the bats pretty well. We've seen the top of the lineup swing the bats really well tonight. Couple of home runs in the game. Garner had a good outing, for the first time out on kind of a cool night. Duke Samples, freshman, comes in, gives up 3 runs, but had a good outing nonetheless. Kept them, out of reach. And then Strider comes in, had kind of a tough start early, and then worked his way out of it like good pitchers do, and got out of the inning, and then got a 1-2-3 to close it out here in the 7th. So all in all, great night for the Tigers. They improved to 7-1 on the season, and we'll head over to Lexington, Tennessee.
Play them Red Tigers. Look forward to it. Really just well played. Again, we did hit the ball tonight as good as I've seen us hit it. Just a great outing for the Tigers, and I know Coach R will be pleased with what they did tonight. Glad to see Seth on the mound for the first time.
Yeah, and I think he did a smart thing with him. Regardless of where the game was at, he was coming out in the third. I mean, this is a long season. We need him in the district, and that'll be coming up soon enough. But we'll be in Lexington tomorrow afternoon, weather permitting. At 3 p.m. is the start right here on 93.5 FM. And then we'll be on the road again. We'll be in Waterloo, Alabama on Monday, 6:30 start there in Waterloo. And then in Loretta on Thursday, 6:30 start there. And then on Friday, we'll be in Lawrence County, 6:30 start. And then back here on Saturday to play Lawrence County, a 3:30 start. So a lot of baseball coming up for this team. Going to need all the orange we can get coming up in this next week. A lot of games there in 1 week. And, with this pitch count thing, it makes it tough on the coaches.
It does, and, he was able to get the young boys in there and let them throw a little tonight, and they did a good job. And so good things ahead for the Tigers, Steve.
Exactly. Well, we appreciate you tuning in to the action tonight from the Savannah City Park. Hardin County 14, USJ 5. Also, thanks to our sponsors. Couldn't do it without them. And all of our viewers on YouTube Live /93. So that'll do it for us here at the old ballpark on Friday night. Good Friday night. Good way to start the weekend. There'll be an action tomorrow, 3 p.m. from Lexington, Tennessee. For Bridget at the station. For Clark Jones, I'm Steve Cornell saying so long, Tiger fans.